Contrary to Donald Trump's previous promises, no cryptocurrency directives were issued on his first day in office. This worked in favor of the US dollar. The greenback was also supported by the news of a possible introduction of a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico starting February 1st. Other key developments also contributing to gains in the US dollar include Trump's guidance to Europe to buy US oil and gas, while advising China to sell TikTok. As expected, the American First agenda is unfolding rapidly. However, the impact of current economic data on asset prices should not be overlooked. You are watching Traders Calendar for January 23rd. By the way, former President Trump's campaign promises included boosting domestic energy production. It appears that he intends to reverse climate regulations set under the Biden administration, potentially driving U.S. oil production higher. Such political rhetoric could trigger significant volatility in the oil markets, with the possibility of rising crude prices, wherever domestic retail inventories have fallen for the 5 consecutive weeks, and Thursday's figures are likely to continue this trend. The official report from the United States Department of Energy due later in the day is expected to show another drawdown of 2.5 million barrels. Japan, notably, has largely escaped Trump's scrutiny in recent months, which may have allowed the yen to strengthen against weaker currencies in the US dollar basket. However, the country's upcoming trade balance report, scheduled for early Thursday, may disrupt this narrative. While imports are projected to improve from a minus 3.8% to plus 2.3%, the overall trade balance is expected to shrink significantly. Furthermore, experts are estimated to have fallen further in December. The UK has largely remained on the periphery of President Trump's global restructuring ambitions. Unfortunately, this detachment has done little to shield its economy, which is grappling with a decline in key indicators. The anticipated further drop in business optimism within the manufacturing sector to minus 30 points is a clear signal of the challenges ahead. Despite the forward-looking nature of this sentiment index, the British pound is expected to react negatively. The outlook for the UK industrial orders paints a grim picture, with the index lingering in a negative territory throughout 2024, fluctuating between minus 30 and minus 40 points, while a forecast for January expects a slight improvement to minus 34 points. It's unlikely to provide any significant support for the British pound. Economic pressures continue to mount, with the pound expected to remain under pressure. Unlike Japan and the UK, Canada is firmly in the top tier of Trump's trade adversaries. As a result, even a positive retail sales report is unlikely to generate much enthusiasm for the Canadian dollar. This is especially true given the looming threat of tariff hikes, which overshadows a modest increase in retail sales. Moreover, the data being released is for November, and the growth of just 0.1% will hardly provide much optimism for the loonie. Alongside the Canadian data, the United States will release its initial jobless claims report, which is expected to show a slight increase from 217,000 to 219,000. According to market norms, this should push the dollar lower. However, weekly claims have remained below their long-term average since mid-2024, suggesting that the US labor market remains relatively strong. And this is already a positive factor for the US dollar. The euro, which makes up nearly 58% of the USD basket, continues to feel the weight of a strong US dollar. The weakening European currency not only signals economic vulnerability, but it also dampens consumer sentiment. Consumer demand plays a key role in driving the supply of goods and services, and the Eurozone Consumer Confidence Index spent most of last year in the -12 to -16 range. While expected improvement to -14 points for January 2025 may provide a slight boost, it's unlikely to excite Eurobills. So please note that the publication times are set in a GMT +3. The next video review of our traders calendar will be released on a Thursday. We wish you profitable trading and see you soon.